Well, welcome, friends, as we continue to enjoy the experience of walking around on a trap door. Down to 5,000, says Through Whiskey. Yeah, walking around a trap door, waiting for it to crash the desktop. Haven't flown since our flight into John Wayne from Tucson, which was happily CTD free. We'll see what happens. We are 54 miles out from our destination, which happens to be Chandler, Arizona. Yes, back to Arizona. KCHD, Kilo Charlie Hotel Delta. But we'll see. I'm still so stung by my CTD going into Las Cruces, New Mexico a couple of weeks ago that I don't know what to expect. But I updated the NVIDIA drivers and then I restarted the machine. So we'll see what happens. Desert looks great. Scenery looks great. Passing through 15,000 feet. 25.4 says Through Whiskey. Landing in the RNAV runway 04. At least that's the plan. Don't know if it'll actually happen.
Descending
3001 confirmed. But anyway, I'm sure it'll just drop the desktop. I know I sound like a negative Nelly, but you can hardly blame me. 46 miles out, 13,400 feet, heading down to 5,000 feet. Current airspeed 277. We'll reset that to 270 now as we continue slowing. I hope it works. I really do. It's so nice when it works. God, it's nice when it works. Vast desert. I think I was looking at the vast desert the last time I flew over the vast southwest when it crashed the desktop. So we'll see what happens. I don't know. I'm sure I'll either get a if it doesn't crash the desktop, we'll see if we get a bandwidth warning, A, or B, if we are told that our Azure voices no longer work and we get to deal with the Thorazine crowd. We'll see. Runway length at Chandler is 4,870 feet. Approach course 039. We'll enter that now on the HDG. Really sad crash, mid-air collision at Chandler just a couple of weeks ago between Piper and R22. They were flying the pattern. Everything went to shit. The Piper survived and its occupants, but the helicopter, not so good. Anyway, there's the greater Phoenix area out there. Look at it while you can, because we'll probably be looking at the desktop soon enough. Coming in over this mountains just to the southwest of Phoenix. Just realized we're going a little too fast. We'll break out the speed brakes. Set 240. Yeah, we're under the speed limit now, as we should be. Bring in the speed brakes. Down to 4,000. Via Sisvu.
Descend and maintain 4,000 feet. Expect RNAV runway for right approach via Sisvu transition. Clear.
So we're still holding steady. Shallow outer descent rate here. 30 miles out, 7,800 feet. So we're comfortably low, but low. It's at 230. 30 miles now from Chandler. Passing over these mountains. There you go. Nice. Ooh.
Southwest 4477, contact Albuquerque.
Very cool.
Center on 125.
Enjoy it while it lasts. You'll probably be looking at my desktop here in a second. Looks great.
Albuquerque Center, Delta 1131 is passing flight level 370, descending 10,000 feet.
Continue slowing.
Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey, contact Phoenix approach on 123.7. Good day.
Landing gear.
Phoenix approach, handoff.
Zero, contact Albuquerque Center on 125.25. Good day.
Shallow outer descent rate. 1,000 feet per minute. Please let me land.
November, 343 Bravo Whiskey is passing 6,100 feet, descending 4,000 feet.
I'm going to be at 4,000 feet at deck 2, which is on the one of the waypoints on the approach. Deck 2, DECTU, Delta Echo Charlie Tango Uniform. 5 miles from deck 2 to Kedu, which is the final approach fix, KEDDU. 4,000 at deck 2, 2,900 at Kedu. 5 miles from deck 2 to Kedu, 5.3 miles from Kedu to KCHD for the airport. So 10.3 mile final. Continue slowing. 23 miles out now. Sitting here, feeling negative, convinced it's about to drop the desktop. Shallow out the descent rate even more, down to 500 feet per minute, very conservative. Slow to 200. Took off from John Wayne Airport 44 minutes ago for this 322 nautical mile flight, which I hope actually ends up being that instead of a crash desktop. Continue slowing. It's at 190. Coming up on Sizvu. Then there's deck 2. We have 4,000 at deck 2. And we are currently 59 seconds from Sizvu. Assuming we don't end up on the desktop, which is probably a safe assumption. I know I sound negative, but like I said, you can't blame me. It's at 185. Now 19 miles out.
Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey, please expedite your descent 4,000 feet.
All right, we'll expedite. Still haven't reached Sizvu. We're about 22 seconds from Sizvu. Now switched over to deck 2. That's good. 2 minutes, 4 seconds from deck 2 at our current speed. And descending at, well, we're at 4,000 feet. That's where they wanted us. So assuming it doesn't crash the desktop, the next altitude they'll tell us to descend to is 2,900. Go ahead and turn our landing lights on and depressurize. Miles out. Once we make that left turn, if we make that, let's turn off the bank limiter. We're going to need that off for sure to make that left turn. It's a pretty sharp left turn to get on final. Anyway, this runway 04 right is the runway where the Chandler accident happened. The 2 aircraft that were involved were both on final for it. But again, it'll probably just drop the desktop. So 14 miles out, we'll slow to 175. And we'll do a notch of flaps now that we're below 180.
Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey, you are 11 miles southwest of Chandler. Contact Chandler Tower on 12.
We got a tower handoff without being instructed to descend to 2,800, which is not unheard of. But we know we need to be at 2,800 feet at Kedu.
Tower on 126.1 Cessna 3 Bravo.
But again, it's probably just going to drop the
Chandler
desktop.
Tower, Cessna November 343 Bravo
Slowing to
Whiskey,
170.
1 mile
southwest inbound.
11 miles out.
For right approach.
Here comes the left turn.
Cessna November Tree, 4 Tree Bravo Whiskey, Chandler Tower. Altimeter 29.9er, 8 wind 040.
2998.
Cleared RNAV runway for right approach.
What'd you say the winds were?
Cleared RNAV runway for right approach. Cessna 3 Bravo
040 at Niner. Wow, so we're landing on the perfect runway. Winds are out of the northeast. Slow, 165. Put down the gear. We're now 10 miles out. Just let's look outside, see if that crashes us. No? Okay, good. Gear down. Screenshot. Gears down. We'll do another notch of flaps. We'll set our approach speed. 144. Descending 800 feet per minute. Slowing. 144. And we'll go full flaps. Okay. See if we end up on the desktop here. Got the runway in sight. There it is. Zoom in on our MFD. If it lets me. Set 2. Actually getting some RNAV cooperation. The diamond there, so we'll switch this over to nav1 and APPR. See if we grab the glide slope. Oh, not nav1. What am I thinking? Shallow outer descent.
Bravo Whiskey with calm, cleared to land runway for right.
Okay, cleared to land. Agriculture circles look great.
Land, runway for right, Cessna 3
Just holding
Bravo
steady at 2000 as this magenta diamond drops down. It should intercept the glide path, but famous last words. Can reconfirm, landing lights are on, gear is down, we have full flaps, so we are depressurized. And we grab the glide path. Well, if this doesn't crash the desktop, this will be a goddamn miracle in terms of how well it's working. Disconnect the auto throttle. Hold that speed. On the glide path now. Lined up, sort of, mostly. There's the runway. For right, for right. Keep our airspeed 140. The houses look great. We're almost to the goal zone here. If it just cannot crash to desktop. That's the big question, right? Holding the glide path pretty steady. Airspeed looks good. 144, 145. But we don't entirely appear to be lined up. That's our runway right there. Autopilot. I have to correct a little. We're hand flying it now. I have the airplane.
500.
Please, please just let me land, then crash. That I can handle. There's our runway. Right where we need to be on the glide path. Please, just let me get on the ground and then you can crash the desktop. No Vasis or poppies, but I got the indicator on the VFD. Runway 4 right, confirmed. I have to plant it, it's a short runway. Spoilers are up, reversers are on. Man, they aren't kidding us, a short runway. 65 knots. Boy, we used every inch of that.
Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey exit, runway with able. Bravo Whiskey, contact ground on 124.4.
Okay, well, friends, if it crashes the desktop now, at least I can know that I made it to my destination. All right, we'll contact ground. Chandler ground, taxi to parking.
Chandler ground, Cessna November 34 Bravo.
Are our landing lights off?
Taxi to parking.
Taxi lights on, pulse lights off, stop our timer.
3 Bravo Whiskey, taxi to general aviation parking using taxiway
53 minutes on the button.
22 right Alpha Bravo.
Picostatics off.
Taxiing to general aviation parking via taxiway Delta, cross runway 22 right Alpha Bravo Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey.
Outside. Spoilers are still up, bring those in. And bring our flaps in. Well, I tell you, when this game works, it's as good as it gets. Taxi to parking. Zoom in on the MFD. We definitely used up every inch of the runway, though. Holy Moses. Might have been able to come into a slightly slower approach speed. That might have helped. Yeah, I was decided to fly to Chandler just to kind of see what it looked like airport-wise. After the accident, I kind of wanted to see what the airport looked like. 4,870 foot long runway. Ooh, we got a hell of a right turn coming. Anyway, yeah, that's definitely one of the shorter runways I've landed on. Honestly, I don't know how much jet aviation there is at this airport. I know it's a hugely popular GA airport. But I decided to take our beloved November 343 Bravo Whiskey to Chandler today. Anyway, there's another turn for us. A little right toe brake action. Come on, pal. There you go. It looks like our parking space is over there to the right. More right toe brake action. There's our parking space. Bringing us a little uncomfortably close to some of these other airplanes, so we'll... Oh! Connection lost! Well, I knew something was going to happen. There's nothing wrong with my connection, by the way. Alright, anyway, let's just park and get this over with. Oh no, Jesus. Oh man. It's alright, I'll take it. It's better than a CTD, right? There's nothing wrong with my connection, though. Nothing. Alright, this guy doesn't know what we're doing. There we go. Okay, that's better. Taxi lights off. Okay. Well, friends, I will take it, despite those last second screwball issues. What can I say? Connection lost. Please ensure you have an active internet connection. Oh, goodness gracious. Anyway, I'd rather have that happen after I land. Successfully connected. Good Lord. Anyway, here we are in Chandler. Welcome to Chandler, Arizona. Happy to be here. Really happy to have no CTD. And, look, I'll take what I can get. Other than the goofy, this thing that just happened right now in front of you, things went well. So we'll kill our left engine and drop to the logbook screen. There we go. KSNA to KCHD. 51 minutes, 25 seconds total time of flight. Now here we are. Got a lot of time. Building up some significant time in this longitude. 477 hours. I'm actually entitled to a little more than that, I think, if it wasn't for all the CTDs. But whatever. I'm happy that it's working in any form. Even with the goofy stuff, I can handle that. Just not the CTDs. I cannot handle the CTDs. Anyway, I hope you're having a good day on this October 16th, 2021, Saturday. And we'll see where we head next. Some of you may have noticed the hilarious, outstanding edit that my 10-year-old daughter did of my takeoff from St. Martin a couple of days ago. What a kick. I didn't know what this whole edit business, I don't even know anything about it, but it was pretty funny. And not half bad. Anyway, safe flying. Hope you're well. And hope we're in this air soon with no CTDs. Take care.